No. Oh, I don't know, David. I love the changing seasons. You?
That question I can answer, Molly dear, with a yes and with a no.
David, darling, you didn't reach the winter time of your life yet, dear.
I'm still in my springtime.
And late summer is bad.
I'm a little later than late summer.
I don't know, David, darling. When I'm surrounded by spring, I'm springy. David, darling, don't dwell on your years. Dwell better on your situation, on your surroundings, on your feelings, on your memories. And in that way you'll stay young as long as you live. Believe me.
Oh, Molly.
Oh, David, darling, I never look in a looking glass. Why? Because I like to remember myself as was. Yes, dear?
How are these seedlings coming?
Wonderful. I'm working on my geraniums.
Oh.
Hi, Mrs. Carey.
Oh, hello, Rosie.
Hello, darling. Why so late?
I had to talk to my advisor.
Oh, yeah? About what?
My next year's curriculum.
Oh, which will be what?
Typing, domestic science, and math.
Oh, that's wonderful, Rosalie. You see, David, I'm very glad she's taking up domestic science. Very essential for a girl.
Oh, very important.
Very.
On a tree by the river, a little tomtit sang willow, tit willow, tit willow. And I said to him, Dickie bird, why do you sing? Crying willow, tit willow, tit willow. Is it weakness of intellect, birdie, I cry?
I heard already Rosalie sing, but not like that.
Is it weakness of intellect, birdie, I cried, or a rather tough worm in your little inside? With a shake of his poor little head, he replied, oh, willow, tit willow, tit willow.
Play it again, Rosalie.
What?
What you just sang.
Later.
Why later? Why not now?
Ma, please.
What's the ma, please?
Nothing, Jade. I'll play it for Papa.
There's nothing to hear. I'll set the
Just because I asked you.
Ma, I played it twice.
So you'll play it 3 times.
And if she won't play it?
You see.
Jade, darling, the child has a voice.
Well, who hasn't got a voice?
Jake, darling, did I ever utter such a statement before? But today, Jake, I heard a note from her middle register.
My middle register is also singing, but from hunger.
All right, Jake, please. The potatoes are still hard, really. David, darling, go wash up here, darling. By the time you come down, the potatoes will be soft. Jake, darling, call me. Huh? No? You, Daisy!
Yes, Molly?
Look, dear, can you come into my house immediately, please?
Yes, I'll be right over.
Thank you.
What is this? What's this calling Daisy?
I want Daisy to hear Rosalie sing. I want to see, darling, if she hears what I hear. You know, Jake, darling, she used to be a singer in her youth, darling. Jake, darling, you remember my words. Daisy? Good.
What is it? Somebody's...
Hello, Daisy.
Darling. I just want you to play something. I want you to play something, and I want you to hear my Rosalie sing, darling. I want you to hear her timbre, darling, and her quality. Rosalie! Rosalie, come here, darling. Come here, sir. Come here, and don't tell me no. Please. Just please. Just stand here and sing me...
Hello, Rosie.
Sing me one titwillow.
On a tree by the river, a little tomtit sang willow, tit willow, tit willow. And I said to him, Dickie bird, why do you sit crying willow, tit willow, tit willow? Is it weakness of intellect, birdie, I cried, or a rather tough worm in your little inside? With a shake of his poor little head, he replied, willow, tit willow.
Nice,
No?
Rosie. Very nice indeed.
Daisy, darling, come in the kitchen. I want you to taste my strudel. Come, dear.
How's Henry, Daisy?
Oh, head in a book as usual.
Well, Daisy?
Molly, she has a lovely voice.
Lovely is the word for it.
Now, if I might suggest, stop wasting your money on piano lessons. Let her have vocal lessons. That's what I wish my mother done for me. Don't think I haven't wasted my talent. And don't forget, from the age of 17 to 19, I supported myself singing Oh Promise Me at weddings. I got $2 for singing at the ceremony and $1 extra if I stayed after and sang with the orchestra. Now, if you'd like me to look up the name of a good teacher, I'll be glad to.
Oh, please. I would appreciate it very much, Daisy, darling. Very much. All right, darling, so we'll speak when we continue, darling.
Yes, I'll do it
All
right
right,
away.
dear. Thank you for your kind advice, dear. Oh, my. Ava, dear. You don't think Golly Curchi has mine Rosalie's timber, huh?
A little.
A little. Listen very carefully and you'll hear the qualities. Oh, David, I'm so happy that the whole family is taking such an interest in Rosalie's voice. Everybody knows. 7 teachers they recommended already through the family. How much do you think the lessons are?
How much?
$25 a lesson. David, darling, not one word to Jake how much the lessons are. I'll tell him at the right moment. Take the letter.
Turn off the record. I heard the timber already.
We're turning.
When do we eat?
Momentarily, Jake, darling. Momentarily. Jake, darling, you know, I never had the realization that singing lessons could be so expensive. But listen, what's cheap?
Ma, the fish is on the table.
Oh, thank you, darling. And Rosalie, if you're contemplating going off into climate tonight, see that you close your neck.
Are we going to eat or not?
Momentarily. Listen, sit on the table, everybody. I have you all laid out and start eating the platter. Yes, dear?
I've just heard about a wonderful teacher.
You did?
She'll audition Rosie and give you an honest opinion. You have to be very careful, you know, in the selection of a teacher. Very.
So I'll see you later, yeah, darling? I'm so appreciative of your kind interest because we have to get the best. The best, darling. Toodaloo, I'll see you later, dear. Rosalie, dear, did you change your curriculum?
Why is she changing her curriculum?
Because what does she need domestic science? For singing, Rosalie needs romance languages. Oh, Rosalie, please. Not that fish, darling, dear. Not that fish. That fish has bones. For you, darling, I have fillet. That's all I would need, that you should get a bone in your larynx.
Larynx.
Whatever it is, a bone wouldn't be good, Rosalie, darling. Jake, dear, should we discuss after supper or during?
What are you discussing?
Selecting. I have 8 teachers. Recommended very highly, but very, Jake, darling.
You don't mind if we eat first?
No.
Especially if my fish has bones.
What song will you sing for the audition, Rosalie?
Well, which is it going to be? Is she going to listen to my voice or give me lessons?
A good teacher's like a medical school. They don't accept you unless you're the proper material.
I should be so sure of everything as I'm sure that Rosalie has the right material. And if you think that I'm surprised, I'm not.
Why?
I wouldn't say. Listen, but if Rosalie has a voice, it's natural she should have it. All my uncles, Dave. Not one that didn't sing. You remember my cousin Alex? Oh, they used to come from far and near to hear him sing.
So how is it he's a butcher?
Because he was an orphan on both sides.
Oh.
And my Uncle Samson, when he opened his mouth,
What happened?
they used to open the windows.
Well, they opened their windows because he was asking if they had any old clothes to buy or sell.
Be glad, Rosalie, that you have a mother. No child should be born without a mother. Shouldn't your interests as a father equal mine? Should I be trembling now to tell you that the lessons will be $25 an hour? Is it all right?
Well, if Rosalie has a voice, why isn't it all right? Maybe I'm not a mother, but that doesn't mean I'm not a father.
All opera singers, Rosalie. The main thing, Rosalie, don't be nervous. You hear? And when you sing, darling, always with your mouth like a pear.
I know, Ma.
I'm just saying. And when you sing, darling, just put your voice on your diagram.
Ma, please.
Hey, Rosalie, you're too young to know what it means for a dream to come true.
Good afternoon, ladies. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. The telephone. Always the telephone. Sometimes I think it was invented just to waste people's precious time. Oh, and time is precious. Very. Perhaps not at your age, my dear, but at our age, what do you say, Mama?
Right, true.
Well, now, what is the name again?
Rosalie.
Rosalie? Well, don't you think you and I had better get to work, my dear? Mama, would you mind waiting in there?
Thank you, Madam.
Now back to D. D flat. And our final C. Well, of course, you know you are very young, my dear. But, do you want to learn to sing for a career, for professional work, or just social?
Well,
Perhaps when your voice matures, but...
You don't think I have a voice?
It's a sweet little voice. But from what I heard, I would not take it too seriously. Oh, now, there are so many things in this world for you. This is not a moment for tears, believe me. Now you know. Have you any idea what it means to study for a career in music? The sacrifices, the discipline, and the disappointment.
It's not myself I feel badly for. It's my mother. She'll be so disappointed.
She'll get over it. Supposing you call her, and I'll tell her.
Madam, don't you tell her, please. Let me tell her my way. Just say that you think I have a voice and that I need 3 lessons a week. My folks can't afford it, and that'll put an end to it. Please, do this for me. I don't want her to be hurt.
You know your mother better than I do.
I just don't want her to feel bad.
All right, my dear.
Come in, Mom, darling.
Come in, Mrs. Goldberg. Sit down here, won't you? Well,
Ma, Madam thinks I have a voice.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
And she'd be delighted to teach me, only I need 3 lessons a week.
3 lessons.
Yes, Madame, 3 lessons a week.
Well, I mean, the 3 are like the 1 or...
Oh, no.
No, Ma, 3 is 3 times as much as 1. That's too much money, Ma.
Don't worry, Rosalie, darling. Just put on your coat, dear. Put on your coat. Well, thank you, Madam.
Oh, it's been a great pleasure, Mrs. Goldberg.
You made
really.
me very, very happy.
Well, I'm so glad.
Privileged to meet you, Madam.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, madam.
Goodbye, my dear.
Thank you.
Good luck.
How can I afford such an expenditure, Howard?
3 lessons a week is
And even 2 lessons? 1 lesson I could manage, but 3? If the teacher thinks so much of Rosie's voice, why doesn't she give her a scholarship?
Jake, darling. Jake, dear, we have to think very quietly, Jake, darling. And we have to think with a system. Don't think that I haven't been turning myself over in my mind. I thought of every possibility, Jake, darling. Every possibility, dear. Listen, and I was thinking, Jake, if we would rent out 1 bedroom, for instance. I mean, Jake, darling, because everything has to be done. Have you an idea of the sacrifices that parents made for the names that are in electric lights now?
It has to be 3 lessons.
Well, that's what Marcella said. The singing teacher, Jake, darling. And I especially had a discussion even with Mrs. Carey because she understands these things better than me. So, all right. Let's say, for instance, all right, that we rent the 1 room. You see? So that'll pay for 1 lesson. And then, Jake, darling, if I could rent the room, for instance, with meals, breakfast and supper only. You see, Jake, darling? So that would be like the 2nd lesson. Jake, dear, please, huh? What does it mean to me when 4 people eat so 5 people can also eat? Huh? Jake, you know I always make enough. No, David, darling. If anybody falls in, there's always enough for 5, 6, 7, 8 even. Huh? And like that, Jake, darling. So 1 lesson will be paid. So that will take care already of the 2nd lesson. And, Jake, darling, if we'll think, and we'll think quietly, so we'll think already of the 3rd lesson, Jake, darling, huh? Please.
I'll take it.
I'll get it.
I got it. Huh, Jake, darling? Think well. Just a second. Yes, that's me. Think well of what I said, darling. Think well. Hello? Yes? This is she, me. Who? Oh, yes. Yes. It's long distance. Yes. Hello? Oh, hello, darling. How are you? Fine. What is the sudden long-distance call? Yeah? How is everybody? Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't come to the last meeting of the family circle. Well, it wasn't convenient for... Yeah. Yeah? Yes. Yeah? No. No. Oh, yet I heard enough. Give my best. Yes, darling. Tonight I'll write a letter. All right, dear. Yes. Yes, dear. Yeah. All right, dear. Goodbye. Oh, Jake, let me sit down. Let me sit down because I can't stand up.
What is it?
Somebody died?
Mama, darling, I want to talk to you.
Now, wait a minute, Rosalie.
I want you to stop worrying and thinking about those lessons.
Can we hear a word or not?
I won't let you do it. It's too expensive,
Let
Ma.
Mama talk, Rosalie.
I don't want anybody to make sacrifices.
Rosalie, you were born under a star, Rosalie. Under a star. Jake, darling. Jake, darling, when I say blood is redder than water, then hearken unto me.
Can I please hear a word?
Jake, darling. Jake, dear, the family circle had a lengthy discussion, and they came to a conclusion.
Yes?
The family circle unanimously have decided to pay for Rosalie's music lessons.
What?
No. Is a family.
Ma, I don't want them to do that. It's too much for anybody, Ma.
Rosalie, please, darling. Rosalie, please. They wouldn't be doing for you. They'll be doing for themselves. Give them that privilege. Give them that privilege, Rosalie, darling. Can you imagine? Can you imagine when Rosalie will be standing in Carnegie Hall and she'll be singing? And she'll be standing in the Metropolitan Opera House. And Tom Tells will be sitting in the box. And Muckle. And then Chaim and Sarah and Saul and Harry and Henry and the family. 1 box. We'll take all the boxes. Rosalie, you wouldn't give them that privilege.
Mama, darling. Mama, Emma, darling, I have to talk to you.
I don't take the door. Take the door, and if it's nobody, tell them to come back when I'm normal.
Hello, Jake.
Simon.
How are you?
What do we owe this unexpected
Hello, Molly. How are you, Molly? How are you, baby?
Hi.
Rosalind, I came to say congratulations.
Sit down.
Thank you, Molly. Sit down here with me, Rosalind.
Oh, Simon, I'll bring a little fruit and make something.
Thank you.
We don't see you very often.
Well, you know,
This visit is not just for congratulations. Your cousin Simon is not unknown to me.
Please don't start.
If I ever started, it would be the final finish. And don't jake me. I never liked your cousin Simon. I don't like him, and I never will like him.
Please, for my sake. Some fruit, Simon.
Rosalind, let me look at you. You know, if you were my own little girl, I couldn't be as emotionally moved as I was at this wonderful news. You see, you can't tell where genius flourishes. The family circle called me up. I don't know whether they told you about that.
I know, Simon.
Rosalind, how would you like your cousin Simon to be your sponsor? I'm pretty sure I can manage to pay for your musical education without the help of any of the family.
Thank you, Cousin Simon.
Simon, that's very kind and very generous, but I can't accept it.
Papa's right, Cousin Simon. It's much too generous.
But, Jake...
Please, Simon.
But why not?
I would like to speak to cousin Simon alone, please.
Excuse me.
Rosalind, David. Please. Marlene.
Well?
Don't press me, Simon. Let's close the subject before I say too much.
Well, what is it you want to say? Say it.
To what do we owe this sudden generosity, Simon? There were more important occasions when you could have and should have displayed your generous nature to numerous members of the family when they needed you. But did you lift a finger? Hey, you did not. But now, when you see a chance to bask in reflected glory, you... Well, Simon, that pleasure belongs to us. Us and nobody else.
This is your answer?
This is my answer.
Why? Because I was never foolish enough to take upon myself the responsibility of a family of failures? The kind of failures that no amount of kind of help could be of any use to them?
All right, Simon.
And who in the family is worthy of any help? Mottle? Saul? Who? All right, Jake. All right. Your words will ring in my ears for the rest of my life. You have killed something inside of me, Jake. No wonder the world is full of people who are afraid to be as good as they can be, or as good as they want to be. Jake, you don't deserve such a gifted child. Goodbye, Molly.
Simon. Simon.
The subject is closed, Molly, and don't jake me. Rosalie is my child. And nobody, not Simon, not the family, and not the circle, will I allow to contribute 1 penny. I'm not dead. I still have my faculties, and whatever sacrifices have to be made will be made. If it's 2 lessons or 3 lessons, whatever it is.
Pa, you don't understand. I don't want to sing. I don't want to be a singer. I changed my mind.
Rosalie, please.
Ma, please, my voice isn't good enough.
Rosalie, will you please rest yourself?
Ma, I don't have a voice.
Selfish child.
Ma, I don't have a voice. Call up the teacher and ask her. I thought if she told you that I needed 3 lessons a week, that would end it. Don't you believe me? I lied to you. The teacher lied to you. Can't you believe that, Ma? You're all so wonderful, but I'm glad I don't have a voice. I wouldn't want you to do that much for me. I lied to you, Ma, because I didn't want you to be disappointed. Ma, you won't love me less without a voice.
Rosalie, darling.
How could I love you less with a voice or more without a voice? Rosalie, you better change your curriculum. Back to domestic science.